yeah. I'm just gonna make this short and sweet because I've been meaning to make this video for a while, but there's a reason why people like Black Bond doesn't know what he's talking about when he says that PC gaming sales are skyrocketing, and he doesn't really understand what's going on. And there's a reason why PC sales are up now. And all you have to do, and you can do this on any browser, is go to Google, type in XCOM 2, and just go click the Wikipedia page, and it will say Windows, Mac OS 10, and of course, Linux. That's right. XCOM 2 is a multi-plat game. The Witcher 3, Witcher 2, and even the original Witcher is a multi-plat game. They are on Macs, and I don't know which one started on Linux. Maybe the first one, the second one, but I know the third one is. And when I mean Linux, I mean SteamOS. Steam is no longer no longer giving money, or never was giving money to Microsoft to have Steam on Windows, and they still aren't today. Which means that every game sold on Steam doesn't make any money. And of course, they have their own operating system too, the Linux SteamOS, which Steam will automatically install these games in for them, which is money straight into Steam Valve's pocket. None of it going to Microsoft. And then you have Apple. Now, Valve, a while ago, lied and said that Apple wanted a shit ton of money, over $500,000, to port the Orange Box over to the Mac OS X. That later came out to be a load of bullshit because, well, Steam came out on Mac, and along with the Orange Box, all of the Orange Box, everything Valve said was basically a lie. Apple never really cared. I'm not saying Apple gaming is the greatest or Linux gaming is the best or anything. The reason why these PC sales are up is that they're going multi-plat, not with consoles. These so-called PC only games. A lot of these PC games are that are not going with consoles are sticking with three basic operating systems: Windows, Mac OS 10, and Linux. And they're combining all those cells into one. Now, as we all know, Fallout 4 and Batman Arkham Knight are not on Macs and Linux. Arkham Knight was canceled. Well, if you're a PC fanboy, Arkham Knight was canceled because the PC version was crap and Windows and Apple sucks and can't play games. It's magic. We don't have to explain it. But the reality was the PC version was utter shit. That's the real reason. Not the fantasy that the PC fanboys created in their heads. Screaming, well, Apple can't play games. There's your proof. There's, there's not even, there's not even a Mortal Kombat X version coming out, but yet there's an iOS version out. Go figure that one out. And of course, Fallout 4. And Fallout 4 is the more interesting one because it's not on Mac and it's not on Linux, but it is on PS4, Xbox One, and Windows. Guess what version sold the most? Even though Bethesda is concentrating more on the Windows version. It ain't the Windows version, it's the PS4 version. The second best selling version is the Xbox One, and dead last, and pretty much a laughable joke, is the PC version. The version that Bethesda's looking at. But as you know, Black Bond never shows his sales of games that are on PS4, Xbox One, and Windows, he never shows any of the comparison sales between all three of those. I mean games, but I mean games, that are PS4, Xbox. I mean PS4, Xbox One, and Windows, and not Mac or Linux. Because every time PS4 comes out on top, and last gen it was 360, and then PlayStation 3, and then Windows. These so-called PC gaming companies that are only going so-called PC only, they're lying to you. They're multi-plat games now, and a lot of them are looking more and more like they're going towards Steam OS than Windows itself. Let's see how this ends. And yes, I'm well aware that Rise of the Tomb Raider PC version sold more than the Xbox One version. But there's lots of reasons why the Rise of the Tomb Raider failed. But I bet you $1,000,000 to 1, the PlayStation 4 version comes out, it's going to be the top dog. There's no doubt in my mind. See you later.